no, another field fire.
This time in Vermilion County, it's been a busy few days for many first responders across central Illinois. Dry and windy conditions are continuing to make fire danger worse. Good evening, I'm Brandon Morano.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Yesterday, we brought you live coverage from a massive fire in Ogden. Today, we're focusing on Westville. Several departments and many farmers worked for hours to put out smoke and flames on Westville Lane, just south of town. We have team coverage tonight. WCIA3's Amanda Brennan is here with us in the studio. Our chief meteorologist, Kevin Leidy, will join us in a few minutes. All right, first to Amanda. You were right in the action today. What made this situation so dangerous?
The fire chief says it was all about the wind, the gusts really making the fire spread quickly. I got there right as things were getting started, and at that point, the chief says it was taking over about 10 acres. It eventually spread to 80. I watched as 8 different departments and many nearby farmers controlled smoke and hot spots. From this little spot to flames across the field, first responders had another busy day battling dangerous conditions in central Illinois.
As you can see, we have a pretty sustained wind out here on the prairie. It's obviously very dry, so the fire moved very quickly.
Westville's crews spent their afternoons at this scene.
And wow, this is all we can see. It's crazy.
Firefighters spent about 2 hours controlling it.
The fire was approaching the residence on the north side. Between the discs that were making a fire break and our resources, we were able to stop that well before it got to any residents.
But they didn't do it alone.
This is really a wind-driven fire, so actually the best asset on this scene was actually the farmers. I believe we've had 5 tractors and cultivators out here.
Chief Mark Ames says they played a big role in slowing down any progression. Without their support, it would have taken a lot longer to get a handle on things.
Thank God nobody's harmed.
This is the department's second major fire to fight in less than 24 hours. They were also working on scene in Ogden, working alongside other departments and farmers too.
The difference there is we were working, some of those fields were standing corn. So there's a large loss there to the farmer.
No matter where a fire breaks out, he wants you to remember one thing.
I just want to remind the community, as curious as we might be, when these things break out, they should stay out of the smoke and try not to come out and congest the roads.
I also asked him what drivers should do if they're on the road and a fire sparks next to them in a field. He says to evacuate as quickly as possible using the most direct route. Don't stay in the area because the smoke is heated, unburned fuel. It could get worse and turn into a fire at any point. Brandon.
All right, thank you, Amanda.